of the follow-up. I'm Eden, and this is my dad, Noah, and for 3 years, we've been sitting on my bed and having a conversation about something we want to talk about. And this week, we're going to talk about the start of 4th grade.
So, you had 2 days, Thursday, Friday.
Yep, with 34 kids in my class, including me this year.
Your biggest class so far.
Yeah.
Last year was 32, 33.
32.
I thought 33 was the max. And then they passed a law in New York for the max of 24. But then I heard that it didn't have to go into effect until 2028. So that doesn't really help you out right now. Okay, so 34 kids in your class. What else stood out about the first few days?
I noticed that we have some more, I don't know how you say it. The words on the tip of my tongue.
What are you trying to get to here?
So, like, when I was saying, it's like the word, like, but I'll do what I'm describing. So, we're going to get to bring in our own books. Our teacher, she's very open to ideas.
Okay. So that means she's giving you more what?
Responsibility. Got it? Okay, so we have more responsibility this year.
Freedom, independence.
Independence.
Yeah. Okay.
So we get to, we have more responsibility and independence. So we get to help out a little. Like it's not just the teacher running the classroom. I feel like. Well, now we have jobs that we're going to actually apply for soon.
That's nice. Job applications.
Yeah.
So why do you think she's giving you and making a big deal about...
we don't have line spots.
That's good. So why do you think she's giving this to you all at the beginning of the year?
Because I think... Okay, so we're 4th graders, and I think she wants to see if we can prove that we're responsible enough that we can take these that she can give us these things, and that we can have them and use them wisely. Right.
So she's trying to figure out right away, like, you know what? These kids are in 4th grade. They should be able to handle this. Let's see if they can. She can pull certain things back and pull things away, but she wants to give you an opportunity to prove yourselves. Right. And she's also showing that, I think that I'm recognizing you all as a little bit more grown up and that you can handle this responsibility. Yeah. So I hope that you yourself take that personally and don't allow her to then take that away, so that you really do embrace all that type of responsibility. I hope so.
Yeah.
All right. So you mentioned no line spots. A big difference this year is where you are in the school.
6th floor.
Right. So
top of the school.
That is so. Last year you were where?
5th floor.
5th floor. So this is the
It's
top
2 more
floor.
flights.
Top
it
floor.
makes a difference. It's about 24 more steps each morning with the heavy backpack.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot. So when you get to the top of the steps, these first 2 days, tired?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I bet.
Very.
Okay. So now, how about?
So it's a walk. But
How about the layout of your classroom? Give us some more details.
Our classroom was really small last year, so it's much bigger.
Okay.
We have a rug, a board a board.
A whiteboard?
Yeah. No, not a whiteboard.
No?
We have one of those, screen boards.
Oh, okay.
I think a Promethean board or something.
Okay. But the rug, I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions. So is the rug, can you all fit on this rug?
No, about, I think 20, 25 of us can. The rest of us that are in the front row, or a little bit on the side, will sit in chairs and just turn them around.
Okay. Are your desks?
We have desks, but they're in tables.
In pods?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm in a pod of 4. Some tables are in a pod of 5. Some are in a pod of 6.
Okay.
All right. Then we have our library. Mm-hmm. And we have our closet in the back where we hang our backpacks.
Okay.
And jackets.
Okay.
And
is the
closet
is the classroom does it have any sort of theme to it?
No, No, but there are some bright colors in some areas. Like 2 things that have plants on them.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Are there sayings for positivity and?
Yeah, the first thing when you walk in, there's like a positivity wall.
Oh, there is. I
And
didn't
then
know
there are
that.
some things above another closet on the side.
Oh, what's on this positivity wall?
It's just some positivity sayings.
Okay, like what? Do you remember any of them yet? No?
No.
Okay.
I
Well,
just passed it
then
one day.
when you go in, we're recording this on Sunday, when you go in tomorrow, just take a look at it.
And then we have our birthdays on the back.
Speak up.
We have some birthdays
Mhm.
in the back with some plants on them.
Okay. Because you grow on your birthday? Makes
Yes,
sense.
makes sense.
Makes sense. Okay. And how about the kids in your class? New kids, same kids?
2 new kids.
Two new kids for your
Class.
2 new kids who haven't been in the school yet.
Correct.
Okay. Do you know where they're from?
Yeah.
But you have kids from all over the world.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you know if these kids are from a different country or just they changed schools in New York?
I don't know.
Should find out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should find out. Have you spent any time with any new kids yet?
Not really.
Okay. Well, it's only first 2 days.
Right.
Okay.
So we have we have a lot of girls in our class this year, actually.
Oh.
You have 21 girls.
Okay.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, I mean,
It's majority.
Yeah, sure.
We have it's basically split about half and half we had 2 classes last year and 2 classes this year. So basically half of that class is in my class this year and half of my class is in my class again.
Okay. Are you pleased with the kids in your class so far?
Yeah.
Good. All right. You have 1 teacher and 1 paraprofessional?
Yeah.
Okay. And last year, I know it's only been 2 days, but last year an issue was lunch that you just didn't have much time. It was 20 minutes, but that included the time to get down to lunch and all that. Now that you're on a higher floor, does it make it even more difficult?
Well, we would be on the 6th floor anyway because we go to recess first, and right now we're on the roof. So it's the same right now.
Just explain. It's different than for a lot of schools.
So on the 6th floor, there's a roof, so an outside area, and you switch in the middle of the year. So for the first half of the year, I'll be on the roof on the 6th floor, and then the other class is on the ground floor. They actually get to enter the cafeteria, so they get to have a head start.
Yep, sure.
And there's a jungle gym down there.
What I would like parents or kids, if they're watching, or they can do it from their parents' account on Apple Podcasts, which would be helpful, is in the reviews writing what you do at recess, because I don't think you all have many resources for recess, balls,
right,
other activities. Can you bring things into school, but then do they get taken away? I don't know. So I would love to know what other kids your age and around your age, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th grade, are doing it at recess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be helpful. Apple Podcasts. Parents, thank you. Okay. It's all right. So then it takes you a while then to get to lunch. And now last year at lunch, you had assigned tables, and it was just you and one other boy the entire year. Just the 2 of you at this table. It was like you're on some sort of lunch date all year. And so what about this year?
This year we got assigned tables for the first, I think, few days, but we're going to get to request some people that, like our friends, that we want at our tables to sit with more.
But these won't be public requests, though. Just the teacher will, only the teacher will know. And she can't accommodate everybody.
I think.
Right, she won't be able to accommodate everybody, but she might put some students, maybe if they're new, or they think that someone might be a good influence, or that it would be helpful if certain people were sitting together, then might do that and then switch things up.
Yeah.
It's another piece of independence. Mm-hmm. Do you feel older? Like, do you feel like a bigger kid in school yet?
No.
No? Really? Like you don't feel any different than you did in second grade seeing bigger kids? Really?
No.
Huh. So you didn't notice a whole bunch of more kids, and then now you're older, so now there's a bunch of other kids in school that are a whole lot younger than you. You don't feel like an older kid?
Well, I didn't notice a bunch of younger kids.
Yeah. Do you see other kids in school?
Well, mostly on the first day we saw because a bunch of people were walking around, but you're not coming in contact with every class in each grade every day. Like
I know, but you don't see them in the hall?
you see no. Well, sometimes you see fifth grade. It's fifth and then sometimes we'll see other grades.
Okay.
But I'm not looking out the classroom door.
Well, no, but what about passing in the hallway, or you're coming up from lunch, you're going to...
I'm not paying attention to the other classes around me, really.
Huh.
Like, sometimes I'll see... we saw, like, kindergarten once. That was
Did you feel older than those kids?
Yes.
Good.
I
All
felt older than them since first grade.
Okay. Good. All right, so I'm glad it's off to a good start. Do you know what you have coming up this week?
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
Oh, something you did tell us was about art, that the art room seems dark, and you don't know if there's an art teacher yet, or...
I don't know, but I'm excited for me to find out this week.
Yeah. And you haven't seen the science teacher yet.
No, but
And you
she's
have-
still here.
And you have a new gym teacher and a new music teacher. Some new things. Oh, wait, do you know if you can go in the library this year?
I do not know.
Okay, we gotta find that out. You haven't been in the library since
Kindergarten.
So since COVID started, you've not been in the library.
I think
Which I'm still confused about why. But I think there's nobody... I think there was a volunteer that ran the library, and I don't think it's come up yet.
Yeah.
Like, I volunteered in the library, but not running the library.
Right, you were there, I think, on Tuesdays.
Right, you don't have
when I was there, in the library.
Right. There's not a full-time school employee librarian like we had as kids. All right, well, I'm glad school's off to a pretty good start. Oh, wait, I keep remembering things. So it was crazy hot the first 2 days.
Yeah.
And
Our school is air conditioned.
Which is important. So in the classroom, did you feel cool enough?
Yeah, I was actually freezing.
Okay. All right, well, glad.
It's better than being super hot.
Yes, exactly. We didn't have air conditioning in school when I was there.
Were you like sweating like
yeah,
crazy
for sure.
every day?
And then they would have sometimes you'd get out early because it was too hot, and
But then did school have to run later in the year? Because you got let out?
I think so.
That's a pain.
I think that was the case, or maybe those days weren't made up, and you just I don't know. I'm not sure, but yes, I do remember getting out early because it was too hot sometimes. Crazy back in my day.
Back in your day.
All right, I love you.